What's going on, guys? Welcome to part 2 of how to ride a motorcycle. In the last video I did a walk around on the bike and covered all the parts to the motorcycle. Today I've swapped out the R1 for a BMW S1000RR and we'll be covering the basics of riding with confidence. We'll be discussing how to use the clutch to get started riding, how to use the brake, and how to shift between gears. So let's get started. If you remember anything from the last video, you'll remember that the safety side of the bike is on the right side of the motorcycle, and that includes the accelerator, the front and back brakes, and the engine side is on the left side of the bike, which includes the clutch and the gear shifter. To get started, I'm in neutral right now, and I'm gonna pull in the clutch and click it in the first gear. Secondly, you'll see me let out the clutch with my left hand, so the bike begins to go forward. But the light's still red, so I'm not gonna go. This is the part we've all been waiting for, how to get the bike going. So, just like in the last clip, I let out the clutch while applying throttle and the bike takes off. You want to unsqueeze the clutch smoothly while applying throttle so the bike takes off gently and doesn't jerk or anything like that. Next, we're going to be talking about stopping the bike. As you can see in the video here, I put in the clutch to disengage the engine and I've applied the front brake gently by squeezing it, not grabbing the front brake, because if you grab it too hard you can potentially flip your bike. While the engine was disengaged, I used the gear shifter on my left foot to downshift in the first gear, while applying the rear brake to stop the back gear. One more thing when it comes to braking, never brake while you're turning. It's important to always get your braking out of the way first before you turn, and then you can accelerate through the turn. We'll talk about turning, or as it's called on a motorcycle, cornering, more in the next video. As you can see right here, it's important to pop up straight before braking. Why do you think that is? Why can't bikes brake in corners just like cars do? Leave a comment below. Lastly, I'm going to cover how to shift between gears. In a car with a manual transmission, you can feel it. You can feel when the engine just starts to jerk a little bit and it's time to shift, but on a bike it's a little different. The gear ratios in leader bikes like mine allow it to do 100 miles an hour in third, maybe even second gear. I'm pretty sure after several years of engineering school, you could probably figure out the optimal shift points for your particular bike. But for me personally, I find it best to figure out when not to shift. Don't shift if your RPMs are below 4,000 RPMs a minute, and don't ever let it hit redline because that can potentially damage your engine. Most sport bikes include a shift light, which typically is set to tell you to shift at 6,000 RPMs no matter what gear you're going into. You can always change it under settings. I think mine is set at 750. As you get to know your bike a little bit more, you can understand where your bike's sweet spot, or as it's known, the power band is. The power band is where your engine produces enough torque to provide the most efficient acceleration. Thanks for watching, guys. If you like what you saw, be sure to hit that thumbs up button. Be sure to subscribe so we can learn new things together and watch me fail along the way. My next video is going to cover cornering and riding safely on the street. Until next time, guys, have a great day.